What's going on, everybody? My name is Miles Burghoff, and this is Joey Nania. We are the hosts of Sweetwater TV, and we're both tournament fishermen too. And Battleborn Batteries has been a partner of Sweetwater for a couple of years now, and it's been a pretty sweet relationship.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I didn't really know that much about lithium batteries coming into it, and I've always had trouble with batteries. Like, that was the one thing that the only time I've ever been late for a weigh-in was battery issues, and it's so nice to not have to worry about that anymore. It really is. I mean, it's crazy. I've put them through the ringer, and I fish 300 days a year. You fish 300 days a year, and when you're fishing that much, I mean, a lot of stuff can go wrong, and having not having to worry about your batteries going wrong or something, a battery dying on you and wrecking a tournament day. We invest so much in it. That's just such a nice peace of mind to not have that anxiety.
Well, that's one of the craziest things is, like, I never realized until I put lithium in the boat is how pivotal that is for tournament fishing and just fishing in general. Like, I've had so many issues with traditional lead acid batteries in the past, and I just put up with it because it was just part of the game. And it's like, and as soon as we got the Battleborns in there, it was like we don't have to worry about any of that. You've got consistent power every single day throughout the day. I've never run out of batteries.
Me neither. I didn't charge my batteries last night, and I fished all day yesterday and all half the day today. So
right, and so it's like we spend all this money on the other components. We've got the best as far as motor guide trolling motors, power poles, all these electronics. We're cranking the Mercury, and it's like we need that battery power, and we've always kind of just put up with battery issues until now. It's pretty sweet.
It made me wonder why I didn't do it sooner. I mean, honestly, I've just been thinking about the last 15 years of tournament fishing and fishing professionally, for the last 10 years really fishing almost full time, and it's like, why did I not do this sooner? And I mean, you get the lightweight aspect of it, your boat goes faster, it's less weight in the boat, there's less bouncing and banging around back there, and you can just trust that you're not going to run out of battery.
Right.
I mean, it's such a nice peace of mind, and you have to have that, whether you're a weekend warrior or any tournament fisherman, anybody that fishes in general. There's no reason to not have lithiums. I mean, they have a 10-year warranty, and Battleborn makes the best batteries in the industry.
That's the cool thing is, like, one thing that I really realized when I first started to get to know the product and the company is the fact that, like you mentioned, a 10-year warranty is pretty special, and that means that I'm not going to just be changing these batteries out every single year. Like, I'm going to be using it for multiple boats, like probably about at least 5 years, 5 different boat builds, and to be able to do that, I mean, that totally negates that added cost up front, and being able to have a battery that lasts that long, is more reliable throughout its life, and you can recharge it way more. I think it's 30,000 charges.
That's insane.
Or something like that. On these batteries as far as guaranteed, and that's incredible, man. It really is. What was one of the situations that kind of opened your eyes to like how special, how big of a game changer Battleborn lithium is?
Well, I live on the Coosa River, and fishing under dams, you got so much current. And if you're under a dam with 30,000 cubic feet per second, or if you're under a Tennessee River dam with 100,000 cubic feet per second, you're not going to be able to sit up there for more than a couple hours. If you got your troll motor on 10 and you're fishing up there under a dam, you're not going to be able to do it. And I had another example was at the Mississippi River in one of the Bassmaster Opens I fished. I mean, that place was absolutely raging. I mean, just so much current. And for me, I was able to fish for 15 hours a day in practice. I fished my butt off, and I was fishing hard, and my batteries never died. And I actually talked to a couple other pros that were fishing that tournament, and they were talking about carrying extra lead acid batteries in the boat so they could swap batteries throughout the day, so they could make it through the day and actually be able to fish the stuff they wanted to fish. And I'm like, my batteries haven't died yet. And I tested them so hard there. And I also love how quick they recharge. Being able to get home, when I get home off the water, my typical routine is I plug them in right away, and I open the hatch so I can see on my charger. I've got a No-Code Genius charger, and I think you have a different charger.
No, I have the same.
You have the same
charger.
one? Yeah, but that charger works great with the batteries. Any charger works great with the Battleborn batteries, and I can plug that thing in, and within 2 hours, my troll motor batteries are fully charged. It's insane.
And I think I realized it down in Florida, like sight fishing. I was practicing for a tournament down there, the first tournament in Florida that I had with the Battleborns. And I went hardcore 100% on that motor guide all throughout the day and never ever ran out of batteries. And one thing that was just amazing, because before I was with lead acid batteries, so that you just slowly start slowing down, and,
Yep.
and all of a sudden by the end of the day you either have no juice at all, or you're to the point where you couldn't get through a grass patch if you tried. It just doesn't have any more power. But not only does lithium last the entire day, I've never run out of battery juice, but they also are more consistent. You got that flat curve, and
Yep.
it just complete power
100%
all
power.
day. So that was kind of when I realized like how big of a game changer it is, and the simple fact that I haven't had any issues. I don't have any maintenance.
Yeah.
Dude,
They're clean, they're simple, there's no I mean, it's so easy, and it's super
Right.
easy to swap them in and out. When I replace my lead acid batteries, they, it's just as basic as it gets, and they just absolutely work. It's true, man. Lead is dead. It really is.
It is, man. And it's made all of the components of my boat a whole lot more efficient, and in my camper too. I recently put Battleborns in the camper, and that makes it a whole lot easier when I'm traveling to tournaments and I'm running off of the battery powered system, instead of having to run the generator to keep those old lead acid cells charged up. Now all I have to do is just if I'm using the furnace or the fridge or anything like that, anything that runs off a battery, I'm good to go. I don't have to worry about the battery power at all, which is pretty cool.
Hey, just another thing you don't have to think about, which makes it so you can focus on fishing. Man, it's been
That's
so
right.
fun to learn more about Battleborn and learn more about lithium batteries and lithium technology. And we've got to spend so much time fishing together that we've got to kind of learn it and see it firsthand. And I've got to learn things from you about the batteries, and we trust them. Once you have lithium batteries in your boat, you're not going to trust being out there with lead acid batteries. It's just something that I don't want to ever have to think about again.
Yeah. It's an awesome product, and it definitely makes my life a whole lot easier. I know it makes your life a whole lot easier, and it I was talking with somebody the other day. Equipment doesn't make you a better angler, but it allows you to not have to worry about that variable.
Yep.
To focus on the task at hand and to enhance your skills out on the water. So I'm a big believer in having the best products, and I can't believe I've waited so long to switch to lithium.
Thank goodness Sweetwater led us to Battleborn. It makes filming easier too. I mean, we film hard, so it's all good. It's a win-win when you go with Battleborn for sure.
Yeah, and they're just a great company to work with, man.
Yep, working with good people
it's been awesome.
is awesome.
Yeah. Well, sweet dude, we got season 6 coming out. I'm pretty excited. It's season 6 now, right?
Yep, 6
Dude,
years,
it
man.
is.
6 years of Sweetwater.
It has gone by. In fact, the very first episode we filmed was right here on Gunnersville.
Our first trailer was here.
That's
Even
right.
before we ever filmed an episode was here at Gunnersville. So we got some history here together. We got a lot of good times we spent together catching fish. It's all good.
We've evolved. We've evolved into
That's right.
into the most efficient fishing system out there.
Now we just got to catch them.